Hello and welcome to week 16 on the FyberCraft server. That one was really close up, and I'm over here at the Guardian farm, and I brought everything over in my end chest, all of my sand and the rest of the cobble deep slate, and I am ready to start the challenging process, filling everything in. Now, I believe there's a way to automate this quite fast. Now, let's see. If you get a piston, one of these, a couple pieces of redstone dust, a repeater, and a few blocks. And then, of course, I'm going to want my sand. We come over to the very edge, and let's see. We're going to start by placing our first one right here. Let's start by placing a pillar here so I have something to work off of. Okay, so now what I can do, we place a piston here, right? And then off of it, we're actually going to want one more pillar right here. And then, of course, we're going to want block, block, and block. Guardians can be a bit annoying at times, and hopefully this will start to get rather easy. Oh, whoops, block and block, and then torch, boom. So then, yeah. We just place it like this, and maybe block our backs, and just keep placing. And this is going to be quite easy if we keep doing it like this. So I'm just gonna work my way through this and we'll see where we get. And an hour and a half later, and that's a quarter. So let's see, let me get my rockets out here. Get a little bit of a view from above so you can really see it. Yeah, there it is. That's 1/4 of the whole farm, and that took me an hour and a half to do. Now, it was sped up heavily by that little contraption I showed you a second ago, which I actually learned from Isgal85. I don't know if he invented it, but basically, you put a piston there, and 2 blocks there, and 2 blocks there, redstone there, torch, repeater, and it just acts as a zero-tick piston, kind of, and you can just infinitely place sand like that. And it really speeds up the process, and after a while, you get really fast at building it, so it doesn't waste, like, any time whatsoever. And so that did speed it up quite a bit. Still, this section took about an hour and a half, and I am, like, completely out of food, and I was getting really nervous at the end because I was getting close to the center of the monument where more of them were spawning, and I was starting to get low on health. But you'll notice that there really aren't many. Oh, as I was saying that, there aren't many in this quarter, which is a good sign. That guy? Yeah, perfect. Okay, but yeah, versus, like, over there there's one, and there's one over there. It's just, the more I do, the less guardians seem to spawn. I say that, and then tons of them spawn immediately. Wow. But anyway, yeah, this trader spawned just a minute ago, and I haven't really had a good look at what he sells. Some of this stuff would be nice. I already got that one last time. But yeah, I don't think... It's a long journey to get here, so... Sorry, but... Nothing happened here. Nothing that you witnessed whatsoever. Anyway, there is one problem, which is I don't think I have nearly enough sand. That quarter used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full shulker boxes. Which means, well, it might actually be enough, but it's going to be very, very tight. But yeah, I hope to get some other people to help me to make the rest of this go a lot faster now that I know the process. But for now, I'm gonna take a little break because that was exhausting to do all of that. Hello, Fanatic. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, okay, so welcome to the Guardian Farm, or the perimeter, as I would like to call it. But yeah, I've done a quarter of this, and I would like to do as much as possible today. I've given you all the stuff you should need, but the first thing we need to do is move this, or get rid of this deep slate around the inside here, and then I'll show you what you do. So now you've done that, we're gonna come over here. I think what we should do first is get the rest of the radii in, so that we split it up into quarters. So what you're gonna want to do, watch out for getting lasered. You place the piston so that there's one block on the ground in front of it, and then you place a block next to it, one below it, and then you'll put two out here, right? And then as we're being mauled, you put redstone, repeater, torch, and then what you can do, you just stand here and do this. And
there's so many. What the heck?
There are so many. This is the most I've ever seen. Why are there so many? We gotta start doing this fast, dude.
Yep, let's go.
And what was that, like 2.5 hours later? Something like that, maybe 3? Yeah, 3 hours, probably, I think. And yeah, 3/4. We ran out of sand, except for these 4.5 stacks, and I removed all of the kelp from here. Very deadly in there. Because that is the only place where guardians can spawn besides the temple itself. And occasionally in these grids. But yeah, look at it from above. That is insane. That looks really cool from above. So yeah, we've got 1/4 left, which means I'm going to need to get probably 4 or 5 more shulker boxes of sand, which is always fun. Ow. And yeah, that's all I have time for this week on this. For now, though, because that is a lot of work. But anyway, thank you for the help very much.
You're welcome.
And with that, we have just the recaps from the other bases to do. And I'm going to start it off over with my helper for this ton of work we've done. And I'm going to head over to Fanatic's base. And it appears we've got some new work done in the residential area, which is very exciting to see. It's been a long time since we've seen some work here. And yeah, first off, we got this shorter house here. Tough floor, spruce. This one features the stone bricks as opposed to the deep slate, which is a little bit of a contrast we've got going on there. Similar shapes, lots of the curved shapes on this one as well. And yeah, overall, just a nice little variation to the theme we've already got going on. And this one, was this one this big before? All I know is I don't think it had a roof, and that's a lot of lanterns. Wow. Got this little ring around the ceiling, got a nice table and with some chairs. My favorite chair design, nice and simple, but very effective. And got a nice doorway here with the trapdoors. And yeah, it's also a very, very nice house. And would you look at that? This building looks to be complete, although it's hard to say. Ooh, check that out in a second. But yeah, we got tons of space in here. We'd like to see some nice interior decorations up here, maybe even a second floor possibly. But from the outside, this is probably my favorite building in this area so far. I really like this roof shape and design. Looks really nice. And let's see if there's anything more on the back. Yeah, I mean, just the same design from the front, repeated on the back. Looks really nice. And then we got this dock with a really detailed side rail, which is just detailed enough that it looks kind of like a brick wall that's like not perfectly symmetrical. And it feels really nice. And looks like a little bit of a dock going off here. Got a boat over here. Underneath, we just got some fence posts for support. And we have some drowned trying to kill me. So I'm gonna leave. Okay, I feel like I say it almost every time I'm here, but this place is really, really starting to come together now. And getting lots of buildings in here. All these, like, the water wheel, some of these bridges, it just really ties the place together. Even these trees poking up around in various places. Wasn't there one over here last time? I feel like there was another tree over here at some point. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I want to double check that. Yeah, because last time we found a book, it seemed to vanish the next day. So interesting that this one did not move. You always got to look at your builds from every perspective because every side has a different look. And I really like this side as well. Yeah, that seems to be everything over here. So we're gonna take a peek over at Shadow's base. And I know Shadow has been in the mines quite some time. A lot today while we were working on the sand. She was up and mining. So let's pop over to her base and see if she's done anything non-mine related. Ooh, seems to have a little bit of a roof on the stone building over here. And yeah, we're getting an interior. We got a staircase going up. I imagine this is going to go all the way up to the top here to a second floor. But now you can really see the scale of this building and looks pretty good, I think. I should sleep before I blow up anything. Yeah, so this building is getting some more definition, and it is good to see. Hey, get away. Whoa. What's up with this effect on the spider? Is that speed? I don't like affected spiders. But yeah, let's see anything else that's gone on around here. Ooh. This feels a little more path-like. Was there a path here before? I don't think there was. Really nice to see the path starting to go. Oh, that's a sin. Gotta break down those trees. Gotta break down those trees. Oh, no. Again? Ooh, we gotta break the logs. There's hidden logs in there. You can see one right there. One right there. I think that might be it in that tree. Ooh, and this area is getting a little bit expanded down here. I believe I've shown this, right? And yeah, it looks like a few places branching off maybe, and just generally straight ahead is the goal, it seems. Although, it seems that she has broken into daylight, so I wonder what's going to go on with that. And do a quick fly trick and fly right on out there. Oh, and it seems that it actually comes out by this thing. Where was that? Yeah, right over here. Yeah, this is it. Comes out right over by this first thing over here that came up, what, second week on the server, maybe? First, second week. Since when could cows climb ladders? That doesn't make much sense. But yeah, doesn't seem to be much new down there either. I am interested to see that she is weathering some copper. I'm gonna do her a favor here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. Gonna let her know that you need to space these out 4 blocks to get faster oxidation rates. Yeah, that seems to be everything over here as well. So, unfortunately, Hero hasn't been on all that much this week. So, I'm gonna head over to Speed's Brewery / Dam and show you what's going on over there. Now I'm gonna go back here so we can get a good look at it from the beginning. Okay, and 3, 2, 1, and... where is it? Oh, it hasn't loaded it. There it is. And look at that, we've got a black stone dam here, blocking the water from coming out, and the waterfall, if it wasn't replaced last week, I can't seem to remember, all these days and weeks are getting blurred together, but if it wasn't here last week, it is now. So look at that, the water is flowing nicely from this bigger pool up here and through this dam, and I imagine that this is going to be a little detailed later on and show how the water is actually getting through here. And yeah, I imagine this is just scaffolding up here. Yeah, just a water source up here. Very elevated. But yeah, we're starting to get a good sense of what's going on here. And I really like how the wall here just kind of blends into this pool. You can see that both the moss and this mossy cobble are being blended into the coarse dirt and even some grass on the edge here. That is the ground of this pond, and it really just merges everything together, and this black dam here gives a lot of nice contrast to the build, and I imagine that Speed plans to integrate this smoother like he did this, although since it is a contrasting element, I can imagine that it will still stand out quite a bit, which is a very good thing. Now I'm doing a little bit of expecting work because whenever Speed does terraforming, never quite seems to light it up, but it seems to be doing quite a good job for this time, and I'm gonna be surprised if I hear any random zombie noises in this brewery in the future, because I can't find a single spot that doesn't have a torch. But yeah, with that, that is actually all for this week, and next week I hope to collect all the sand needed to finish gridding off that last quarter. Should be about 4 or 5 shulker boxes, and finish gridding it out and drain it, and maybe even break the sand afterwards. But for now, that's all I've got time for, so I'll see you next week. A bye. My carrot is blocking my face. Look at this guy just like making a giant pillar and then like what? What? I mean, it's satisfying. What in the world? That is too tall. That's gonna run into the edge. Yeah, lower frame rates a bit. What are you doing? My goodness. Too much. Too far, dude. Too far. Well, game crashed.